Welcome. We are in Canto 2, The Growth of the Flame, in Book 4, The Book of Birth and Quest. We are reading verses 180 through 185 of Sri Aurobindo's Savitri. Open to man is a freer, happier world. He sees high steps climbing to self and light. Her divine parts, the soul's allegiance called. It saw, it felt, it knew the deity. Her will was fusion on their nature's acts. Her heart's inexhaustible sweetness lured their hearts. A being they loved, whose bounds exceeded theirs. Her measure they could not reach, but bore her touch, answering with the flowers' answer to the sun. They gave themselves to her and asked no more. One greater than themselves, too wide for their ken. Their minds could not understand nor wholly know. Their lives replied to hers, moved at her words. They felt a Godhead and obeyed a call, answered to her lead and did her work in the world. Their lives, their natures moved compelled by hers, as if the truth of their own larger selves put on an aspect of divinity, to exalt them to a pitch beyond their earths. They felt a larger future meet their walk. She held their hands, she chose for them their paths. They were moved by her towards great unknown things. Faith drew them, and the joy to feel themselves hers. They lived in her, they saw the world with her eyes. Some turned to her against their nature's bent, divided between wonder and revolt, drawn by her charm and mastered by her will, possessed by her striving to possess. Impatient subjects, their tied longing hearts, hugging the bonds close of which they most complained, murmured at a yoke they would have wept to lose, the splendid yoke of her beauty and her love. Others pursued her with life's blind desires, and claiming all of her as their lonely own, hastened to engross her sweetness meant for all. As earth claims life for its lone separate need, demanding her for their soul jealous clasp, they ask from her movements bounded like their own, and to their smallness craved a like response. Or they repine that she surpassed their grip, and hope to bind her close with longing's cords, or finding her touch desired too strong to bear, they blamed her for a tyranny they loved, shrank into themselves as from too bright a sun, yet hankered for the splendor they refused, angrily enamored of a sweet passionate ray. The weakness of their earth could hardly bear, They longed, but cried out at the touch desired. Inapt to meet divinity so close, intolerant of a force they could not house. Some drawn unwillingly by her divine sway, endured it like a sweet but alien spell, unable to mount to levels too sublime. They yearned to draw her down to their own earth, or forced to center round her their passionate lives. They hoped to bind to their hearts human needs, her glory and grace that had enslaved their souls.